Hello everyone, welcome back to the Motivation Medicos. My name is Prince Tiwari and today we're gonna learn about anatomy and physiology of the skin. So it's very easy to understand the anatomy and physiology of the skin. For that you just have to watch this video till the end. So without wasting a time, let's get started. So skin is the largest external organ in a human body, or also we can say it is the largest organ in our integumentary system. And skin is making up 12 to 15% of our body weight. All right, it means okay, if I'm having 100 kilograms, so in there, okay, 12 to 15% of that weight will be of my skin. So the skin has three main functions. Okay, the first one, that is the protection, and the second one, that is regulation, and the last one, that is sensation. So let's talk about the protection. So in protection, okay, it acts like a barrier. Okay, in barrier, okay, like mechanical support and variation in temperature and from the microorganism and the chemical as well. Okay, from the chemicals, okay, this skin will provide us a protection. Now let's talk about the regulation. So in the regulation, it regulates, okay, several aspects of physiology like body temperature, all right, with our sweat and hair as well. And in regulation, okay, it also acts like a reservoir for synthesis of vitamin D. All right, so the vitamin D, okay, will be forming with the help of our skin. And the last one, that is the sensation, or it is the main function of our skin. So in the sensation, okay, it can contains, okay, extensive network nerve cells. Okay, and this nerve cell, okay, will be responsible for detect and relay changes in our environment. Okay, if there will be any damage of our nerve, so there will be a clinical, or we can say, that is neuropathy. So neuropathy means, okay, you will be not, okay, able to sense change. Okay, you will be not able to get any sensation and all. It means loss of sensation. All right, loss of sensation. So the skin has three layers, or we can say the skin, okay, it is made up from the three layers. The first one, that is the epidermis layer, and the second one, that is dermis, and the last one, that is the hypodermis layer. So the epidermis, okay, it is the outermost layer. All right, outermost layer. And okay, this layer, okay, you can see, you can touch, even the feel as well. So the outer layer you can see over here. Okay, this is the outermost layer and called epidermis. The middle layer just below to this epidermis, okay, it is the dermis layer. Okay, and the last one, that is the hypodermis, just below to this dermis. Okay, and it is also said to be a subcutaneous tissue as well. So the first layer, that is the epidermis. So now let's talk about this layer. So it is the outermost layer of the skin, as I told you. Okay, and it has the five region. We'll discuss all the region. Okay, and it can range in total thickness, that is 0.5 to, okay, 1.5 mm. So in 0.5 mm, okay, you can say eyelid. In eyelid, okay, there will be a epidermis layer which is of 0.5 mm, and 1.5 mm, okay, you can say in the palm and sole as well. All right, and it is made up of stratified squamous epithelium tissue with an underlying basal lamina. All right, and it has a vascular system. What does it mean? It means, okay, there will be no presence of any blood vessels. Okay, you can't see any blood vessels in the epidermis region. All right, and the function of epidermis, that is, it acts like physical and biological barrier to the external environment. Now we'll discuss about all the five region of the epidermis. So with the help of this diagram, we'll discuss all the layer of five region of this epidermis. Okay, so the first layer, okay, in the epidermis, that is the stratum corneum, or also we can say the horny layer. The another name of this layer is horny layer. All right, and the second layer, that is the stratum lucidum, you can see over here, and it is only found in thick skin like palm and soles as well. Okay, and the third one, that is the stratum granulosum, or also said to be a granular, okay, layer. And the fourth one, that is the stratum spinosum, also said to be a prickle layer. and the last one that is the stratum basal, also said to be a germinative layer. All right, the next one that is the dermis or the second layer. So about the dermis, as you can see over here, it is the thicker than the epidermis. Okay, and it contains all sweat and oil gland, hair follicles, connective tissue, nerve ending, and the lymph vessel as well. And about the location, as you know, it is situated at the basement membrane zone. And the last one what you have seen, it was the hypocutaneous layer, and the another name of this layer is what, hypodermis layer. So it would present just between basement membrane and the subcutaneous layer as well. And then now let's talk about the functions of dermis. That is the first one, that is the protection, and the second one, that is the it cushioning the deeper structure from the mechanical injury. All right, and the next one, that is the it provide nourishment to the epidermis. So the epidermis, okay, will be getting the nourishment with the help of dermis. So the dermis will be responsible for nourishment to the epidermis. All right, the last one, that is the dermis. Okay, it plays very important role in wound healing. Once you will get, okay, wound, so the dermis layer will be responsible for healing the that wound. So it was about the dermis. Now let's talk about the layers of the dermis. So dermis has two layer, as you can see in this diagram. Okay, this dermis has two layer. The first layer, that is the papillary, and the second one, that is the reticular. So now let's talk about the papillary layer. So the in the papillary layer, okay, it is also said to be what, this layer, okay, has the, you can say, okay, it has many nerve ending. So the papillary layer, okay, it is also said to be a superficial layer. All right, this is said to be a superficial layer. And this reticular layer, okay, it is said to be a deep layer, or we can say the deeper layer. All right, and this superficial layer, as you can say, okay, it is just present just below to the epidermis, or we can say it lies directly beneath to the epidermis. All right, and it contains some corpules, or we can say the nerve ending. All right, and this nerve ending, okay, it will provide body, it provide, okay, this sense feeling, the touch, and the pain as well, cold and many pressure as well, like these things, okay, it will be getting with these nerve ending. Okay, now let's talk about the reticular layer. So as I told, it is a deeper layer, so it contains fat cells. All right, and blood and lymph vessels, blood and lymph vessels, and sweat gland. That's why, as I told you, okay, this will be responsible for all the sensations, like touch, pain, cold, pressure, and many things. Okay, so sweat gland and hair follicles as well, hair follicle. So this was all about the dermis layer. Now let's talk about the last layer, that is the hypodermis, or also said to be a, okay, subcutaneous layer as well. So the hypodermis is the subcutaneous layer lying just below to the dermis. As you can see, it is the dermis layer, and just below, okay, we do have the last layer. Okay, and it is also, it is not the part of a skin. Okay, and just it is present just below to this dermis layer. Okay, and this layer is said to be a hypodermis, the last one. All right, and it consists, okay, large, okay, you can say these this structure, okay, they are fat. So it consists, okay, largely of fat, and the hypodermis attached to the skin to underlying bone and muscles, as well as supply it with what, blood vessels and nerves as well. All right, so this has, okay, this hypodermis has the fibroblast cells, macrophages cell, and the adipocyte cells are present in this layer. Okay, you can say these cells, okay, will be present, okay, in this the last layer. Okay, and also it acts like insulator for body from the cold, and this will be the responsible, as I told you, it has much abundant amount of the fat, so it will act like a shock absorption. It is the main function of this layer. All right, so it was all about the skin and all the layers. And in all three layers, okay, we have studied it has how many layers and all. So it was all about the skin. I hope this video has given you the good understanding about the skin, means anatomy and physiology of the skin. So as always, thanks for watching.